What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today, you join me at the ice outpost we scouted last episode, and I figured today would be the perfect time to start getting some of the actual structures in for our little ice outpost here. So, brought along a few boxes of different things. We're going to need our spruce wood as well. Go ahead and grab our ender chest back here. Yeah, basically we need some spruce, we need some deep slate, some smooth basalt, some stone, some glass, more stone. Got a couple buckets of tadpoles because the intent today is to at least get a suitable spot for farming up some of the snow frogs here, which I believe are the green ones, if I'm not mistaken. I think the white ones are the warm biome, like the mangrove swamp and the jungle, desert, etc. The orange ones are for like plains and just normal biomes, and then the green frogs, I believe, come from breeding them up in the snow here. So I figure first things first, we'll probably start off with our stone, and we can just go ahead and place our stone cutter on top of the crafting table, and then let's go ahead and make some of these into stone bricks, I think, because we're going to do kind of a mix match floor. We're going to need a platform first and foremost here that we can use to essentially we're going to need to get a structure around this nether portal right here so that we can grow the frogs up and then pull them through into the nether. So I'm going to go ahead and get a decent sized platform kind of floating out here, and then we will kind of go from there. So give me just a moment to get something thrown together here. Once I've got, you know, our canvas, so to speak, we'll join back up and get cracking on the build. So I'll see you in just a sec. Alrighty, so got the platform in, took the last of my stone, and it occurred to me that I no longer have Tweakaroo active because of the update, so I can't easily farm up more while AFKing, so we're just going to have to make do with the space that we have. But that being said, I did get a, you know, decent sized platform here around the portal, and then we've got our various little areas where I'm going to have room. So what I'm thinking is on this side is going to be where we breed and hatch our tadpoles, and then once the tadpoles have hatched, we will relocate them over to this side so that they can grow up into frogs, and then we can bring them back through the nether. So what I plan to do here is we'll have a wall right along here, and then you'll come in, and then this will probably be like 2 or 3 blocks deep water with a roof of some sort to keep the frogs from like jumping out, so we can keep them in the water ready to breed. Maybe we'll give them a little bit of playroom around the edge. I'm not 100% sure. We might have to mess with that a little bit. But then over here will be the same thing, just another shallower, like 1 block deep tank, I think, since I want to make sure we've got the room for the frogs to swim and then potentially lay the eggs on top, and then we will grab the tadpoles and we'll keep it relatively small so we don't have to worry about them getting away, and then we will put another pool over here for the tadpoles to grow up in, and then on this wall right here, so there'll be a wall and like a little vestibule, so to speak, here in between, so that way we can take 1 frog at a time without worrying about frogs escaping. So I'm going to go ahead and get the 2 tanks put in here, and then we will continue with the structure. No replay because I don't have a replay mod currently since the update came out and everything kind of, like I said, messed that up. So I'm going to keep chipping away at this, and then once I've got the pools in and things kind of laid out a little bit better, we'll come back and have a look at, you know, how things are going to be planned, and then we will get the actual build around this thing. So give me just a moment to continue working on this, and then we'll join back up and keep cracking on. So I'll see you in just a sec. Alrighty, here's what I've got so far. So basically this is going to be our entrance. If we come through the nether, we will appear in the portal right here. This room will be separated from the tadpole room and the breeding room by a little wall right here with doors in it. So we'll probably do a door there, and then have trapdoors in the middle so we can make this 3 wide to pull the frogs in and out. And that should give us a decent amount of space in here that we can then use to pull the frogs through into the nether here, because that's where they are ultimately going to end up, is in our frog light farm in the nether. So Next thing I need to do is get some walls and a ceiling on top of this place, or a roof, so that our water does not freeze once we put it into the little pools. But here is our little tadpole room. Here is going to be our frog room. And yeah, I think it should work out pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and get the walls in and then decide on a ceiling block. May have to run back to the base because I'm starting to think that the warped wood would look really nice out here in contrast with the snow. I was thinking about doing just the regular stone and stone brick ground here, and then maybe having some sort of like large deep slate wall coming up here, almost like a castle. So maybe that'll be something that we work on over time. Today's episode, this is probably just going to stay as a floating platform for the time being with a building on it that we can then get our frogs into. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the structure in here, maybe detail it, and then we will work on getting our frogs and getting our white frogs all bred up and everything. So I brought some slime balls, and I've got some tadpoles that we can use for our initial frog. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead, get all this taken care of, and then once it's all done and dusted, we will join back up and get cracking on breeding some frogs. So I'll see you just soon. All right, so been at it for a little bit. Figured I would check in. As you can see, it's snowed up here, but since we don't have the replay mod, we have to kind of keep popping back in and out. So got the build, you know, the base floor all done, dusted, detailed, all that good stuff out here. Just need to get a roof slash ceiling on top of it. But yeah, you basically come inside. There'll be a little kind of hangout area here. And the only reason for that is so that we can lead the frogs through the portal right there. So basically we'll come over into this side, breed them up, catch them in the buckets, bring them over to this side, put the tadpoles in the water here until they grow up, and then we can grab them with a lead, and then one at a time bring them through the door and get them back to the nether. So that's going to be the plan. Just got to get some little windows in here so we can kind of look into the various rooms, tidy this up a little bit. Maybe we'll put some carpets or something in here. Haven't decided yet, but yeah, that is where we are currently at. I'm just about to run back to the base to grab some of the crimson wood to do the roof line for our little house here. I may do a border with the dark oak first, just to kind of give it like some trim and make it look cabiny. But that being said, I'm going to run back to the base, grab that stuff, get the roof slash ceiling put on this thing, and then we will join back up and actually get cracking on breeding up the frog. So I will see you in just a sec. Alrighty, so little time has passed, and here is our build. We'll close the front door there so we can have a look at it. Pretty straightforward, nothing overly fancy, just a little cabin up here in the mountains, I guess. But that being said, I did not get any of the like connect things down, so this is just kind of like a floaty platform at the moment, but we will deal with that at a later date. What's important today is that we get some of the things that we need put up here. So one of the things I figured this area would be good for was a powdered snow farm. Since we were going all the way over there, I figured it'd be easy to just have it, you know, gather up while we are over here hanging out. So I figured we would just do a couple rows of the the cauldrons here, and looks like I'm just one short from how many I need, but that's just fine. And then so that way if it snows, we can get some of the powdered snow in there. Nice little easy farm. Let's just go ahead and make one more of the cauldrons. Go throw that back outside. So yeah, we can just leave that right there. That'll be good for collecting the powdered snow. We've got 28 of the cauldrons there. And then I figured next up, so here's the inside, pretty straightforward. You walk in, there's just kind of a little open area. And like I said, the reason that this is important is so when we lead the frogs that are grown back into the nether, we can just pull them through real quick, and then they should go through, since we only need to get them into the nether and not back out of the nether, because we were having the issues with the goats last episode, if you remember. So this is our little tadpole hatchery. So once we've got the buckets of tadpoles, they will be going into here. I don't think we need to make this too high. I may, just in case, just so they don't like, well, no, because then once they turn to frogs, they'll kind of be jumping around in this room, and that's fine, because that's why we've got the doors here, so we can make sure that they grow up and they stay in place. Eventually, we will have to do something about the opening right here, like with the glass, but I wasn't too concerned about it today. Did put some little chests here for slime balls so we can grow them up faster if we need to in the future. And then a little fence post, or a couple of those scattered about. There's one there, there's one there, and then there is the one in here. And for the one in here, actually, it just occurred to me I missed a couple spots. Go ahead and fill those in real quick. But for this room, I figured we would keep the 2 grown frogs on leads once they grow up. So let's go ahead, get this door shut, and we should be able to release our tadpoles into the water here, and they should grow to be the green frogs. So I'm just going to hang out for a little bit and watch the tadpoles, and then with any luck, we will get the green frogs once they grow up, and not more of the white frogs that they were originally bred from. I also figured these chests right here would be a perfect place to keep buckets for moving said tadpoles, so I figured we would just go ahead and do a couple of these, get some buckets, and then we can just store all of our various buckets inside of here. So we'll go ahead and make more buckets. Perfect. Fantastic. All right. Now we've got our buckets. Now we're just going to need to get out our slime balls, which I've got a few right here. And actually, it would probably be wise to go ahead and just get the 2 leads that we're going to need for our 2 main frogs. I will have to get an ender chest to keep over here as well at some point, but yeah, for the time being, I'm just going to hang out here and wait for these frogs to grow up. Oops. Or these tadpoles, rather, and fingers crossed that we get the green ones, because I believe the green ones are the cold weather ones, but once they're all grown, we can get them on leads right there, and then we will be able to breed them up right here. Once the eggs hatch, we can just take them across the hall to the other room and then wait for the frogs to grow up. So I'm going to hang out here, and then we'll join back up once we've got some adult breedable frogs to get our cold frog enclosure here kicked off right. So we'll see you hopefully soon. Finally, okay. So I did not know that it takes the tadpoles 20 minutes to grow up. That's kind of ridiculous, but hey, we got the one, so we can go ahead, and we got the other one. Perfect, awesome. So now I don't think they can breed on leads, so we'll go ahead and grab our slime balls here. Come here, you. We'll give you one and you one. And then once you do your thing, we're going to promptly get you locked back up here. Up, lay your eggs, and then you 2 go right there, and you can swim around to your heart's content. So now I just got to wait for these eggs to hatch. Apparently it takes 20 minutes. I don't know if I already said that or not. I've been sitting here kind of zoning out for the past 20 minutes, waiting for these 2 frogs to grow up. I thought it was 5 minutes like the other mobs, but apparently it is 20. So yeah, we got to wait for had to wait for the tadpoles to grow up, but that's no big deal because we got the green ones like we wanted, which are the cold biome frogs. So now we just got to wait for these eggs right here to hatch without breaking them, and then we can take our buckets and collect those up. So yeah, I guess it's back to waiting for me. So once we've got some tadpoles here, we will relocate them over to the nursery, which is in the going to be across the way in the next room right there. So we can go ahead and put our slime balls back into that chest so we can breed these guys up later. We'll go ahead and wait for those to hatch. I think in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go down here and just put some stone and bricks around the bottom of the glass so it's not quite as ugly. And then hopefully by the time I'm finished with that, these eggs should be ready. So I will see you momentarily, hopefully with a decent number of tadpoles here. So see you in just a sec. Sounds like we have some tadpoles, which is perfect because I just finished fixing up the one side here and actually got creepered in the process. So let's just see if I can't. How do you grab the stupid tadpoles? Do you need a bucket already with water in it? Where did it go? Okay, there's one and there's the other one. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get these placed over. Actually, you know what? We're going to hold on to these 2. So let's go ahead and throw them in here. And that way we can use the 2 that we just bred up to get some of the normal temperature tadpoles. So we'll go ahead and throw our water buckets, I guess, in here is going to be fine, since kind of a pain to pick them up. All right, and we'll go ahead and put our regular buckets back over here. And now I think it should have been long enough that we can breed these 2 up again, maybe. I really don't want to waste the slime balls though, but yeah, it should have been plenty of time. So let's see. Take you guys off your leads, give you and you 1, and we'll come back over, grab the leads again. Wait for them to do their thing. Perfect. Come here, you. Alright, yeah, you guys just stay right there. Awesome, and now while I go fix the other side, we should hopefully get those to, those should hatch, so I'm going to go fix the other underside of over here. I got creepered in the process of doing the other one, so hopefully that does not happen again. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that fixed up while we wait for the last of the tadpoles for today to hatch. We're going to go ahead and make sure... Oh, and there's a witch right there. Okay, this is... Okay, that's good enough. Alrighty, and we have more tadpoles. So let's go ahead, hop in the water, and grab you 2. Where'd the other one go? Perfect. And then we can go ahead and slip through our door, close that behind us. Head over to this side, close that behind us, and we can place our tadpoles in our little waiting pool right here for them to grow up and, yeah, become frogs for us. So we can take them and start our frog light farm once we've got all the appropriate frogs. So far we've got a couple of the warm ones waiting back in the nether forest. We've got the breeding pair over there, and then these 2 will be our 2 green ones that we will be using for our frog light farm. I don't plan on making anything too huge, but do have some plans for it. But that being said, I think that's where we're going to have to call today's episode. It has dragged on for quite a while. I did not realize it took the tadpoles as long to grow up as it does. So that being said, if you liked the episode, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you're notified every time a new video comes out. Check out all my links down in the description below. Leave me a comment while you're down there because I love reading you guys' comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.